Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to TV Times Today, where we dive into the latest news and trends that shape our world. I'm your host, Emma, and today we're tackling a story that's left many in the LGBTQ+ community feeling frustrated and concerned. The Trump administration has been making headlines with their latest policy move, which involves cutting funding for a federal suicide prevention hotline dedicated to helping LGBTQ+ youth. This decision has sparked outrage across the country, with advocates arguing that it creates a life-or-death situation for young people who need support. But before we dive into the details of this story, let's take a look at some of the other ways in which the Trump administration is trying to silence marginalized voices. Take, for example, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, who allegedly ordered modifications to a green room in the Pentagon press briefing room, including the installation of a makeup station that can be used to prepare for television appearances. Now, you might be wondering why this matters. Well, it's because this move is seen as an attempt by the Trump administration to control how LGBTQ+ individuals are represented in the media. And if we're not careful, this kind of thinking can have serious consequences for marginalized communities. Take's comments on Twitter were a clear shot across the bow for the Trump administration, and they're sending a message that we can't ignore. Pete Hegseth installed a makeup station at the Pentagon, Take tweeted. J.D. Vance loves a smoky dark eyeliner. Trump cakes on orange base till he resembles an Oompa Loompa. And these guys say LGBTQs are threatening gender norms. It's clear that Take is not afraid to speak truth to power, and his words are resonating with fans across the country. From Elon Musk to J.D. Vance, it seems like everyone is getting in on the fun, except for one person who's always getting roasted. And then there's the matter of Trump himself. Love him or hate him, one thing is certain: he's always been a master of self-promotion, but even he can't avoid getting trolled by his own administration. As Take so aptly put it, Trump cakes on orange base till he resembles an Oompa Loompa. So what does this all mean? Well, for one thing, it's clear that the Trump administration is willing to push boundaries to control how marginalized voices are represented in the media. But at the same time, it's also clear that there are people who won't be silenced, like George Take. Take's comments may have started as a joke, but they're now being taken seriously by fans across the country. And if we're not careful, this kind of thinking can have serious consequences for marginalized communities. So what can we do about it? For starters, we need to keep speaking out against policies that harm marginalized voices. We need to support organizations that are working to protect and empower LGBTQ+ individuals. And most importantly, we need to hold our leaders accountable for their actions. That's all for today's episode of TV Times Today. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the latest news and trends. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and keep on talking.